Hey, what's up, guys? Lazy Sunday. Figured I'd bring on some friends in finance and ask them two major questions. They're two questions that I'm always asking every day of my life. Number one, Jonathan, how do you take your losses and make them into lesson learned? So the first question I'm going to ask my friend Crypto Mike is, what is the massive lesson learned over the past year for you? And the second question is, what is the massive opportunity right in front of our eyes that maybe we're missing out on? So Mike, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you, man.
Thanks. I know it's feels like it's been forever.
Yeah, I know you've kind of been off YouTube. You're doing your own thing. You've got your community you're trading with. I'm sure we'll talk about that, but let's
Yeah.
start with the negative, man, because you've been in finances, you've been trading, you've been in all sorts of crypto projects. You've seen rug pull after rug pull, like everybody that's been in the DeFi space. For you, what would you say has been over the past year, in all sincerity, like the massive lesson learned for you?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. You asked me, and I've been thinking about it a little bit because there's so many things I could say I learned, but I think the main thing is trust nobody. Those are kind of the two words that I've come to kind of land on because I mean, it's not that anything's intentional or everything's intentional, but sometimes you just trust the wrong people. I mean, for me anyways, I was getting into projects and just getting wrecked left and right like most people. And then after you invest into 10, 20 different projects, one of them's a home run maybe. So,
Right.
but the ones that you get into, a lot of them are, your friends, other fellow, colleagues saying, "Hey, have you heard of this? Have you heard of that?" I mean, I guess a good analogy would be like Jim Cramer, right? How many stocks does he recommend that I've been wrecked on last year because I started
Yeah.
trading stocks as
Yeah.
well?
You see his video
Um,
circulating right now where he recommended Silicon Valley Bank and said it was undervalued and
oh yeah.
told people there's a great opportunity.
But at that time, and I don't think it's anything where you can blame somebody for thinking something's good. I mean, that whole argument is kind of dead to me because ultimately you're the one that put your money in and decided that, yeah, that is a good opportunity. What if it went to the moon, Jonathan? Would he get a gold star? Would anybody say Jim
Yeah.
Cramer's awesome?
I think if you
Nobody
recommend
talks
enough
about that.
stocks, eventually you'll hit a home run. And
Yeah.
but that whole show is an opinion related show, and that's how he gets to do what he does. Like CNBC isn't getting sued or
Right.
whatever. Or Jim
Well,
Cramer's still on air because he's allowed to recommend and make
right.
these opinion because they just put the disclaimer and go like, oh, by the way, that where this is just financial advice. But
Well, you
every
were affected by FTX, weren't you? A little bit.
not FTX, no,
Oh, okay.
Celsius. I
Oh,
lost major in
Celsius. Okay.
Celsius. And that
Well,
CEO literally is like, this is the safest place you can put your money, safer than a bank. He's literally saying that. So I took him at his word. There it is, like,
I got mulled over in FTX. I mean, I don't know if I told you, but I got but I was looking at like Tony Romo and Mr. Wonderful, and I was going, their guys, the people they have looking into stuff are way better than
yeah.
my team. Like I don't even have a team, right? So
Tom
I
Brady,
just
Steph
I think
Curry.
social proof tricks people on
Yeah.
accident sometimes too, like look at Goldbridge for us. I mean, that's a prime example. I had multiple people make out six figures plus, or whatever. They were
Well,
giving me win stories. And
what
then
let's let because there's probably people watching that don't know that, recently, like 6 7 months ago, we launched a thing called Goldbridge. We should talk about that. Tell them
yeah,
the story of how we got into it, because that, if you were to ask me back what's a major lesson learned this past year,
yeah,
I definitely learned a lesson through, with Goldbridge. And
yeah. Social
horrible.
proof is not proof of anything. Basically, friends of mine telling me that this amazing trader is producing phenomenal results. I've been trading for 4 years, so I checked it out.
Hmm.
And I saw the live trades like on my MT5. They're live. So he is a phenomenal trader. There's no doubt about that. I have no doubt about that. It's just that now there's withdrawal issues, right? So it's all fine and dandy until withdrawal issues come. So, the opportunity was, hey, put up a bunch of money and you can get in. I
Well, I
didn't have,
think the minimum was
yeah. So I
250,000. So
came to
you
you and
you called me
we
up.
split it and then we were in and we're like, well, how do we offer this to anybody else that doesn't have 250,000? So
No,
that was
that was only after we'd been in it for 3 or 4 months.
oh
Uh,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Ourselves. We
Yeah.
tested withdrawals. We made sure we did
Right.
like our due diligence to the extent that we could. I mean, we had all sorts of people,
Right.
sponsors that had invited us, I mean, invited you, and then you invited
Yeah.
me, and they were telling us like how great it was. So we
Yeah.
went in ourselves, no
Yeah.
intentions of telling anyone
No,
else about it.
no,
And
no
then
intention.
bam,
But yeah, but the developer that we worked with was awesome. He's like, hey, we can make this really easy, and do it in a way that serves your community the right way. And we thinking that we're doing something good turned out to be something that right now, I mean, we're just still waiting. We're in the waiting process of getting a withdrawal. It says on hold, in the account. So I think it's like we're in the same boat as everybody else there. I'm in the same boat as FTX. You're in the same boat as Celsius. We're in the same boat as SBV Bank. If you invest in that, I mean, it's the same story, different day. So I've
yeah.
really gotten out of the scene of crypto and took matters in my own hands and started day trading full time and doing
Right.
something I can control.
What do
Yeah.
you think though about, like, I mean, as a public face, like doing YouTube content, and everybody knows with Goldbridge, I had someone the other day being like, "Hey, you rug pulled us, man," or something. It's just like, no, I lost, Mike lost six
Yeah.
figures plus in this. Like, we didn't make any profit on this deal. We even set up an insurance fund because we created this membership, and that money is also in Trader's Domain. And if anybody does a Google on Trader's Domain, guys, if you don't know the story, go look. It's a big story because this guy, Ted, also started this offshore broker, and there's thousands of people that have been affected about it, and
But
there's a lot
here's
of
the
like
thing.
investigation going on in it, and right now everything is just on hold. We have people
Yeah.
telling us things are great, we're going to get our
Right.
refunds.
That's what I was gonna say. I have and not to get off on a tangent, you asked me a question and I thought we
Yeah,
were to stick to that. But I mean, the truth is I don't know the truth. Like I'm hoping somebody
yeah.
can figure it out because literally like there's stuff thrown over here that I'm seeing and is it real? That's the question. I don't know what's real, what's not, because you got him literally Ted, when I say him, he's in the chat. He's not going anywhere. His
I
public
know.
address is posted. Like
You
it
don't
just
know who
doesn't.
to believe anymore. That's like what you said, like,
Yeah,
trust
pretty much.
nobody. Trust
But I do
nobody.
know one thing. I do know one thing. I do know that there are a lot of people that are, and I'm with them. Like I want answers, man. Like
Yeah,
what is going on here? You know what's funny is that had everything been lost in the trading thing, like, oh, we lost it.
yeah, with bad trades.
We'd probably understand and move on,
Yep.
but it's the fact that he kept showing. Yeah. So my lesson is just like, I don't know, trust no one. You gotta, for me, I'm not getting into crypto projects right now. We'll see. I did pick up some Bitcoin when it was at 18K, picked up a little bit more at 20K. Just little bits. I'm not going super heavy into Bitcoin. My main focus is my trading and really the Forex market
Yeah.
because that's treated me really well. Yeah.
I think a good analogy, there was this, I think it's more of a hit piece lawsuit against some of these major YouTubers, like Meet Kevin, you know who that is, Graham
Yeah.
Stephan, Andrew Jeek, all
Um,
that. Uh,
I heard
they
about
did,
that.
yeah, they did like this big lawsuit because these guys were promoting FTX. Obviously, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they had no idea what they were doing.
How
And
would they?
it's like Tom Brady, put him in
No,
there, put Kevin O'Leary, put Matt
no.
Damon with crypto,
That's
put anybody who's ever said buy Bitcoin, it's going to the moon. That's called recommendation. That's financial. That's advice. And like, he uses this illustration where like, what if you recommended an electrician? Like, let's say right now, Mike, you said,
yeah,
hey, my house the lights aren't on. And I'm like, bro, I have a great electrician. He's done nothing but good for me so far for the last 4 months. Like,
right,
let's use like Goldbridge as an example. And he's been amazing. I tell you about it. He goes
right.
over to your house, he blows a fuse, the whole house like goes down in flames or whatever. You I can understand you being upset with me and saying, why would you recommend that freaking idiot? And then I can also understand you when you come to your emotions realizing, if hindsight is 20, like there's no way I would recommend him had I known that would happen. And I think that's where every YouTuber, like there are some YouTubers, like that really ticks me off when YouTubers are highly confident or they endorse something. I literally heard a guy say, I fully endorse this. And it could be a Ponzi. And the guy's been involved in Ponzi's in the past. That's why for me, my lesson learned this year has been, hey, if you're going to do anything in a crypto YouTube channel, whatever, like overemphasize the risks. I
Yeah.
document my journey, but then
Yeah.
anyone that thinks about getting in, I go, guys, 100% this could be a Ponzi, 100% you could get wrecked. And I remember we did that. That's the one thing at least I'm proud of that you
Yeah.
and I did is we
Yeah.
said if we want to invite people into this PAM account, because that's all it is, and there's a million PAM accounts out there, a lot of them go to nothing, but they're via bad trading, which is fair.
Yeah.
If you
Bad trading,
if
right?
this guy like steals our money, like no, we're not going to let him go away with that because I want to represent and help as many people that got in Goldbridge as we can.
Yeah.
I mean, our
Yeah.
money is stuck with theirs. So, but
Right.
but I remember feeling that like, what could we have done differently? Is there anything? And it was like, no, we were clear that this is a sacrifice, expect nothing. And it doesn't minimize the hurt. Like your house is still on fire, like because the
Yeah. Of
electrician. So it sucks.
course. Yeah.
But it's like, let's make sure the attention and focus is on the right person, the guy
Well,
who
I
has
also
our
think
funds.
I think that it's just important that if you're gonna recommend, if you're like, you can recommend things, free country. I don't see, as long as you don't tie that to something that is a guarantee, or I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything
But
wrong
when
with
you say
that.
like, I fully endorse this,
Fully, I
no,
mean, but what
that's
is
not
fully
cool.
endorsed? I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means. But if you're not saying what the risks are, like that's why you
Yeah.
won't even find a video that we've done on Goldbridge or any project I've ever had on my old channel that's not up anymore because I'm not
Yeah, I
doing
know.
crypto.
That's when
But
I found you on YouTube and why I liked you is because you were like,
yeah,
there's
always.
here's the
Yeah,
upside, here's the downside.
dude, look, I got a 6-year-old, a 2-year-old, a wife, my grandma. I'm at my mom's house right now, actually recording this. But why would I jeopardize a situation with my family? You know what I mean? That's not something I'm willing to do publicly. So I keep everything from me anyways. I try to keep everything on the up and up and be very forthcoming with any project I've ever gotten into, even with Forex trading. Dude, I'm not even letting people buy a membership unless I have a one-on-one with them or one of my team members do
So
to
they
make
understand the
sure.
risk. Yeah.
Yeah. The third question when you come and join, which we'll put the link in the description, we'll talk about it, but like we won't even let you in unless you understand the risks
Hmm.
of trading and you're willing to basically say, I'm willing to lose money trading, which
Yeah.
if you're new at trading, even if you're not new, you're probably going to lose. So we
There's a
overemphasize it.
you may not be aware. Have you heard of crypto program? I
No.
it's a I had this guy on my channel to do an AMA because it was getting really popular in the DeFi space. So I was like, well, I want to ask my questions publicly.
Yeah.
And it's this guy named Ed, and he kind of has a checkered past. But you get guaranteed 25% because he says they're using the money to do these marketing campaigns, and every marketing campaign brings back way over 25%. So it's very easy for them. So they're basically getting all this loan. Well, they've grown to be like, I think $30+ million. It gets crazy.
Wow.
And I have I've done follow-up videos saying, hey, this is Ed's past. I want everyone
Yeah.
to be aware. And just so you know, like this whole project rises and falls on this guy's word. He's saying it's
Yeah.
real and legitimate, but that's it. He hasn't shown proof of the outside revenue or anything like that. And so I've done content on it to try to make people have a more even keeled, hey, calm yourself. This could be Ponzi. We don't know. But every
Uh-huh.
time I might cover it, people go, oh, you're promoting it. And it's like, well, no, I am in it, but it's with risk capital because it's like gambling. It's like going but that's all this is. But anyone that's in DeFi or crypto or trading, like you need to understand, guys, that this is gambling. That is it. It is should not be entered into with like money that you can't afford to lose. So I might go into a project because it's fun to play a slot machine. It doesn't mean like, oh man, you should get into this. This slot machine is going to pay you out for the rest of your life. Like, come on, grow up.
Well,
Trust nobody, like you said.
you've been talking to me a lot about bots. And so
Yeah.
that's been kind of tough too for you. I know personally, like you were testing out a bot that you tested for, I think 6 weeks, you said?
Well, no, I had 5 weeks of nothing
Or
but
five.
green days. And
Right.
then I think Jerome Powell started speaking and he
Right.
screws me every time he opens his mouth. That's why this Wednesday I'm like, oh no. Yeah.
Well,
But
well,
I
man,
also have
yeah,
these other bots that like last week I made 22% of my money. I know no, I don't
yeah,
tell anybody about it. These are just people that I am working with
yeah,
privately. But I'm like, look,
yeah,
so let's lead because I want to talk about what you're doing because it is exciting. So that's your lesson learned. Trust
thanks.
nobody. I'm
Yeah,
with you, man. I can identify. I think anybody in crypto and DeFi understands that.
yeah, probably. At this point, you probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust nobody. All right. And then the second question is, so what is the opportunity that's really glaring in front of your eyes right now that you're like, this is a no-brainer. I have to be part of this.
But yeah, I mean, that would be my own trading platform and what we're setting up at the Midas Touch Trading Group. Like
So you
we're
called it Midas Touch
yeah, so
Trading Group.
let me rewind. So obviously Goldbridge came with a slew of things as a member, and one of them was Scalpers Anonymous.
Yes.
I had so, I mean, like the success stories in there were awesome. The whole group of guys were amazing. Like I love that community. That's the thing. I love our community that we
Yeah.
built.
Everybody's been super supportive through all this,
Dude,
waiting on these
everyone
withdrawals.
is awesome. I haven't had one bad,
No.
like anything. People reaching out to me going, "Hey, is everything, are you okay?"
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. That means a lot to me. But I just basically said, hey, look, Scalpers Anonymous was kind of attached to Goldbridge. Now I want to break away, kind of do my own thing. And so I started the Midas Touch trading group, the Midas Touch, because I was trading a lot in gold, King Midas, gold, yada yada. Okay. So basically, here's the link, guys. DM me if you want to come over. And like everyone had such success trading Bitcoin, which is in crypto, which is really tough, Jonathan, because, and I try to tell you, it's highly manipulated. So is the Forex market, don't get me wrong, but it's not as manipulated. And there's so many more pairs that don't move in the same way that gold or Bitcoin does,
Yeah.
which it'll just do this and
So volatile.
knock you out. Yeah, they do it on purpose to, if you're going in over leveraged, you're going to get taken
I
out. So
told Mike before
yeah,
this, I just got wiped out $3,000 shorting Bitcoin
I
today.
know, right.
Awesome.
Yeah, it happens. But like we basically are building this community where you come in, it's free content, it's free to come in, and you're in this awesome environment where people want to learn how to trade with the naked hedge. The naked hedge is like you basically, it's not that you get naked and trade, but you
Sounds dirty.
basically, it's dirty, let me tell you. You basically wipe your chart clean, no indicators or anything like that, and it's pure support and resistance levels. And I show people the money management side of what I do with hedging, which is really simple. But at the same time, if you've never done hedging or if you're new to trading, there's a lot of stuff that you need to learn. So try to like get them going through the free course, the free content. And then, we bridge them over to see if you want any type of like one-on-one mentorship. Like I'm there answering questions to people who aren't in a course or anything like that. I'm not pushing a course down people's throats. It's just my time. That's it. So if people want one-on-ones, I'm 100% there for them. So yeah, it's
This is the
going really
gold
well.
chart. So this is part of the
Yeah,
commodities that Mike's talking about.
yeah,
And you can see gold is almost all-time high. Bro, what do you think, by the way? Do you think gold, Bitcoin continue to go up based on all
yeah,
these bank fears, inflation,
yeah,
all that crap?
100%. I think it's going up 100%. And then I think gold likes to it might retrace a tiny bit before Wednesday. And then when the rate comes out, I think if it goes, 25 BPs, I think if the rate is cut down to 25, I think the markets will crash, in my opinion. I think
Like
that'd
if
be
Jerome
bad.
Powell adds more,
Yeah,
raises the rates,
I think
I
it's
don't
gonna
think
be
he's going
bad.
to raise them, man. I think that's going to be the
No, I
shock.
don't,
Is
and
he'll
I think
go,
that's what
we decided we're not
that
going to.
candle, that candle right there on a weekly. Look at that massive green
Yeah,
candle.
guys, this is a weekly
Yeah,
chart. Look I'm looking
yeah,
at May of 2021.
yeah. But
Okay,
look,
we're in
man, that candle right
2023.
there, that candle is priced in what
Look at that
market.
candle.
Yeah, the
No,
market
look
is
at the
pricing
top,
in
bro.
what it thinks. Yeah.
Like what's
Oh,
going to happen right
it's
at
gonna blow past it.
2071 around that?
I think it's gonna blow past it. But the
Oh,
point is like, the market looks at what the Fed is doing right now, and if they're gonna pause, then gold is going up. The dollar is gonna be suffering quite a bit. So those support was that level that you just showed right there is a
yeah.
key level, right? That's what I'd be shorting right there. Now I'd probably not be looking for a huge move, to be honest with you. And I might skip gold for this week because it's uh it's highly
Look
volatile.
at
But
this is the weekly chart in Bitcoin, bro. It's not even close to up.
yeah,
To me, Bitcoin is behind gold right now. This is the gold chart. Gold here in 2021, gold here all-time high.
yeah,
Look, gold's right here, guys. And this is where I see the opportunity is Bitcoin traveling up and meeting that gold. I mean, I don't know if we get this high, but I think 30K is in the books. But again, not financial advice, just an opinion.
yeah,
Well, I
don't
bought
say
Bitcoin because Jonathan said so.
that.
Shut the door. You did it because
Yeah,
you did it. I can do what I want. Free speech. Don't follow me. Okay.
yeah.
Don't follow Mike. Take responsibility. You're a big boy.
Yeah, I think the biggest opportunity for me right now is trading and working with people who want to learn the naked hedge system, because it's just week after week. Like I did what's called a 3K challenge. We start with 3K. I did this with Troy, I just a member in the group a couple weeks ago. He did 33% in 3 days. You came into the group and
Yeah,
you did a
I
quick trade. Good for you.
well, yeah, because I
So
mean, once
I'm
you
literally
don't, I don't want to
posting my
market a
entries, my
service here.
exits,
The point of these conversations are
everything.
not to sell Mike's service. I could care less to promote. And Mike, I know, doesn't want to promote on this. We're just having a good
No.
conversation. But this is like what Mike's been doing, because Mike, you
Yeah,
haven't
I
been
love
doing,
it.
you're not in crypto. And Mike tells me, he's like, Jonathan, why are you still doing the crypto stuff? Like, just learn how to do it yourself. So I took his course. And it's really good because it's something an idiot like me can understand. It's managing your support and resistant lines on all the like Forex pairs, because they typically respect support and resistance lines. And then with the naked hedge, all he's doing is like, if it doesn't do what he thinks it's going to do, he just puts a hedge in and then he manages the hedge. Meaning, let's say he goes, it hits resistance and it falls. Awesome. Mike's making money. But what if it hits resistance and breaks through? Mike has a buy order on top of that. So he's got now a buy order and a sell order open at the same time, and
That's your
he
break.
just manages
We
and he
wait for
waits for
the
it to hit that. He waits for it to hit the next level. And there's a number of people that I see on YouTube and other people that are doing this, and it's like working. And Mike has really done a good job of breaking it down for people. So if it's something you guys are interested in doing, like learning the skill, or do you trade live with people? Are you're
As I was
doing?
trying to tell you, like literally in the close friends group I have, I'm posting every single trade I'm doing. I mean, all my exits, my entries, my exits in real
Yeah.
time. So there's no BSing. I mean, I've been really upfront with that. So, anyways, yeah, it's fun. That's the opportunity.
So that's the
That's what I'm looking
opportunity.
at doing. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I
Yeah.
mean, I have a business outside of YouTube and trading and crypto and all that stuff. So I'm focused a little bit on that, but I just feel like the biggest thing for me right now is trading and continue what I'm doing. I'm trying to take this 1K to 5K in real time to show everybody in the group what can be done. And yeah, just fun stuff, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the more I think about having my risk capital and sending it to some dev who I don't know, here's my money, just give me a return, give me that 30% a month. I just don't like it anymore because so many have rug pulled me. So many have screwed me. I've had guys come on my channel and do AMAs, raise a bunch of money, and rug pull my. I feel like a freaking idiot. So like
Yeah.
I'm learning my lessons too,
Yeah.
and now I'm like learning the skill with you, where it's like I still maintain my capital in my brokerage account, and I'm learning to manually do my own trades. A lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to get away from their
Am
screens.
or a bot.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, there are bot strategies that I'm trying that work,
Right.
doing a full-on martingale strategy in something like, gold this week, it wouldn't be good. You'd run out of capital as you buy up. So those bot strategies I'm learning don't work. I've
Right.
lost so much, probably lost like 30K, bro, to be honest with you,
Wow.
yeah, testing bot opportunities.
That's great.
But I'm in a brand new one this week on a brand new broker with a full-on trader managing bot. I know the guy. He trades with $2 million in his account. Like, I'm in some crazy crap. I don't even talk about
Crazy.
this
Yeah.
crap on my channel. The other, because this is with more like I really want
High risk.
real
Oh,
stuff. The rest is
right.
like risk capital stuff. But anyways,
Right.
well, good, man. It's good to catch up.
Thanks.
So yeah, lessons learned. Don't trust anybody. Opportunity right now is the support resistant opportunity. I'll put the link in the description. Is it free? Free to
Free, man. Yeah.
check out what you're doing.
Yeah.
If they have more questions, hit you
Yeah.
up in Telegram. All
Absolutely.
right. Cool, guys. That's it. I love you guys. Also, since we did speak about Goldbridge, if you in case you don't know, every month Mike and I give updates where things are at with Goldbridge. We're still in this waiting on withdrawals. Whether you have faith in that or not, I don't know. Mike, you literally got told what last week? You're some guy that's in it's more confident than ever.
It's just some guy, man. That's another thing is
What do
like
you mean
the,
some guy? He's in it. The guy
yeah,
that told
I'm
you
saying,
that,
yeah.
you can't trust him though. You don't know who to believe.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. He's just some guy. So,
Everybody
I
just
don't
has their
know.
opinions on the internet. Yeah, you don't
That's
know what to
true.
believe anymore. It
That's
sucks.
true. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
Well, I
stay
appreciate
in
you
our
having me. I really do. And high everybody out there. So come and join us if you want to learn trading. Cool.
Yep. So that's it. All the links in the description below. I love you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this conversation. Sunday conversation, friends in finance. Love you guys. Like it, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.